Hey there, race fans, how's it going? It's a very big weekend in the UK as we've got the pretty much the de facto kickoff of the flat season happening on Saturday at Doncaster with the 2011 William Hill Lincoln. This is a massive race, got a very interesting sort of handicap going on here. And this is a tricky one because a lot of horses come into this race using it as a seasonal debut, and some of them tend to match up against the contenders that have been running on the all-weather throughout the winter. Interesting thing to note is that no horse, I don't think, in like the past 10 years or something, has won the race having run more than one prep for this one. So seasonal debuts have really made a meal of this race, and we could see something similar here. There's some real class on display, and you know, we've got some lower contenders taking a big step up, we've got some higher contenders taking a bit of a step down at the start of the season, so should be pretty interesting. The last year's winner was Penitent, who had been laid off since October and managed to come out and win at 3-1. That's pretty good. I'm not really sure if we're going to see that replicated here, but you never know. So let's dive in. We're going to talk about some of the main contenders here. Taqleed is the current betting favorite. Great connections here. He's a Shadwell bred. He's owned by Hamdan Al Maktoum. He's up to 9-2 from 4-1, so sort of a lukewarm favorite. I think the key race for this guy is his last race of the season last year, where he finished 6th in a Heritage Handicap out of a massive field of 35. I think he's going to have learned a lot from that one, and if he can punch at that weight, I think that he could probably storm back and maybe make a real statement here. Again, I don't really think he was expected to win that one, but the fact that he was up there, he competed, he really held his own against a massive field, I like to see that. At 9-2, there's definitely some better contenders here, but a favorite won it last year, a favorite could win it again. You never know. Keep your eye on him. I think he's a very, very useful part of your forecast selections, and I have a feeling he'll probably like to get on the lead here, so we'll see how that goes. Lowther comes in at 16-1. He's in good form. He's one of those all-weather horses. He's been out 4 times this year, I think, and he knows how to find the line, but this is a really, really, really big jump up for him. 16-1, up from 14. Looks like people sort of retreating off of him. I wouldn't begrudge him the victory, but I think there's better selections here, especially if you're looking for value. He's sort of in a weird corridor at 16-1, not an each-way contender at that price, and I think this guy is a little bit more of an each-way bet. If he gets up to 20 or something, he's one to look at. Next we've got Harrison George. Harrison George is a real roll of the dice here, but I really like this guy. I think he knows what he's doing. I think this is a pretty sharp selection, a good entry by connections here. He's got great ratings, and the only thing that can really undo him is the weight. He carries a lot of weight in this race, and I believe he's the top weight. Look back last year, and you'll notice that he beat Sky Surfers in a race at Redcar. Sky Surfers, as we all know, went on to pull off a really, really huge score at Medan last weekend. And he actually had a really, really solid Dubai campaign. That's a great horse, and this guy absolutely took him to school. Right now, Harrison George trading at 40-1, up from 33. I think he's a fantastic each-way bet. I think he's a great place-only selection as well. The win over Sky Surfers, that's a huge reference, and having seen what he's gone on to do, you know, he obviously didn't really run a great race. There might have been a mistake with him, but Harrison George took full advantage, and this horse knows how to find the line. At the price, he's very interesting, and he also beat Eton Rifles that day. Eton Rifles lines up for this one too, and he's 33-1. Beaten by Harrison George last time. And if he improves, Eton Rifles could make a statement here. But I sort of like his string of second place finishes. I think he's finished second 3 times in a row. That's pretty interesting. So I think that he could wind up being sort of one of your place candidates. Maybe use him on the bottom end of the forecast. I would definitely take Harrison George in a match race over Eton Rifles, though. Prime Exhibit lines up at 10-1. He's already got a race under his belt this season, and he looks to be taking a bit of money. Hunter seems, fairly confident in him, and he should be in the mix. He needs a clean trip for this. Trip quality is really the key for that guy, but he also runs well twice off the layoff, and so we should see some improvement off last time. 10-1's a little slim for me with a lot of value in this race, so I think that he's a decent forecast selection. Looking forward to the Lincoln, and good luck with all your bets.